Yo, what's up guys, it's Alexander Thomas. I know my little screen's in the bottom corner, but I've got a game to rate today. Well, actually today we're not really rating the game. I will put this on the rated list for something, but today is more of a series where I'm actually going to play games to a point where it's going to be a part of a rated series. I'm not going to be one of that. But I actually have some tips in the bottom of the screen, and I'll add to them as I go through this game. The only thing I want to tell you right now, guys, is this game does have about 2 or 3 minutes of explaining everything. I'm going to go through those things, although normally I probably wouldn't. Here we go. We're going to start the game, and I actually have another one, but we're not doing that one because I want you guys to get through everything. That's just the idea. So just a few, and you'll see in the comments, first thing I want to tell you guys is that you will die. You will die in this game. Don't worry about it too much. Why do I have a beard? I guess I have a beard. It's taking my identity! They're hard. That doesn't work. Okay. I love just explaining everything, because like any of these guys actually care. Look, these guys. Look, this guy's wearing a camera. This guy's a camera, and look, we all look exactly the same except for this female down here. These 2 females. Yes, sir. You're Greg, and you intern, Dwight. Yes, sir. Wait a minute, I'm not Greg. And only 3 people respond. Yeah, I'm not gonna go for that. If you guys want to see that thing, then you can. But this is where it's kind of important, so I wanted to go for this. What could go wrong? I don't know. A pillar could fall on you. There could be a trapdoor tile. Ooh, it's okay. It's getting scary. I don't know why. What do I have to do? Normally I wouldn't do this, but you know, I for a paycheck. He's been to a wall. Fear not, strong warrior. I am Gladius. I can't. Probably it's not going fast. It's going too fast. I can't actually read them. If you guys want to stop the clock or stop the video, please do so, because it's not going to be easy for me to go over this. I can read them that quickly. You guys, you probably aren't. But basically what he's saying is, because I've done it before, it's about that there's a bunch of ghosts that got taken. Are you serious? So it's kind of like a basic computer game. And I actually don't really like this, but I'm going to show you guys anyways. So here it goes. This is what you want to do. So you can read the thing, but here's 3 ways to make a sword. And then you can do the same thing. Make a plus sword. Then you can do a same thing another time. Wow. And then it'll make a 3 sword. And unfortunately the thing is you actually don't get the sword. That's the only thing I'm annoying, and I can put this over here. I don't ever use the keyboards for most of the time, but there is a situation where I will explain that. I can revert. I don't want to revert it. Yeah, well, that's reverting. It'll allow you to go back to the screen here. Anyways, all right. Oh, we'll go through this. So I'm gonna let you guys read for the scene before it. So if you want, I will let you go for 3 seconds every time my screen comes up. You can pause the video then, and then we'll move on. Okay. So I look that actually looks surprisingly like me, except for the fact I don't have yellow hair. Alright, I want to talk about the first thing is that about the enemies. You don't need to fight every enemy, but in the first 5 levels, it's generally better to fight every enemy. At least for the first, little while, because if you don't fight every enemy at one, you're gonna have a hard time in playing the game and getting what you need. But there are a few important ones you need to be aware of. Go back over here. So these barrels give you little items. I'll go to the items stop here, and we'll put this over here. I'm doing it a little differently from what I probably would normally do. But this is probably the most important. Go. And now I got armor. And now, one thing I would say, although you guys may choose to do it differently, is that the only thing you really need to change, is actually probably these and anything like it. Because really you do not need it anywhere. And also you don't really need it for the first couple levels anyways, because these are all normal basic enemies. I'll explain when you do. These are little healing things, although I probably explained all that. They're wishing wells. And you can go through them and heal. But I will tell you why you do not need to do that. See, right now, I have minimal health, but I actually do not have skill points right now. As you see, right now, I do not have full health. But watch when I go through here. Watch my health bar. Actually, and here's what's going to show up every time you do that. It's going to show up every single level. And if you have anything, you can just bomb one. You notice my health bar just disappeared. That's because every time you go to a new level, your health is automatically restored. So you do not really have to worry too much about actually dying if you have already finished almost everything. There's no real point in continuing. Or wait, what am I saying? There's no real point in I don't know what to say. There's no real point in healing, because healing does cost you 1 gold, and I will show you one. I can't heal at the moment because I'm at full health. Once I get healed, I'll show you what I mean. If you go here, I'm not quite full. I'm now full, but it costs me 1 gold. So that's why you do not want to do it. Another tip, which I'll get into, actually I'll get that one a little later, because there's points where you do not need. There's point after level 5, I think, where you kind of need not to worry about it. There's something else you need to worry about, pretty much. Why is it doing that? After level 5, you really don't need to fight every enemy. There's no reason to fight everything. But here's one thing I would say. Before you go down to any given level, one thing is to go ahead and go ahead and put things up, because after, I'll revert this. This is reverting. You just put this over here to revert, which says that you go up 1 every time you do it. See, it went up 13. Then you want to be careful. So you do want to be careful a little bit about that. And you can see level 2. Now it says there's 3 types of magical attacks: physical, magical, and pure. Pure attacks are strongest attacks that can only be blocked by physical resistance. I'm still trying to figure out if physical resistance and magical resistance are actually good, or even actually a verbal. Mushrooms are really good too, because if anything, this is the one thing you want to get. Mushrooms. I don't think I'll put that down here, at least not immediately. But mushrooms. I want you guys to watch the video. Okay. But mushrooms are very, very helpful. And I'll show you why. One more thing before we get on here, there is actually something called skills. Here, every time you go down one level, you can get a skill point. I want to use health and things. All 3 of these are really good, and you can't go higher than 20. And there's certain ones that cost a little bit different from that. See, I can't get this one because I need to go deeper. I have to have skills. But once you get down to at least level 4, you'll have at least those 3. You can unlock all 3 of those. After my next video, I'll go ahead and show you what's going on. Haven't got to any special things yet. Alright, so here we go. There's actually something in my way right now. But you can see that there is a Safeguarders. It has 40 health points. It's usually has none. Its accuracy is max. It gives me 1 gold. Its speed is 2 seconds. So every 2 seconds it's going to attack me. Mine right now, however, you can see is 1.9. So I'm slightly faster than him. But he doesn't have any resistance whatsoever. He does physical attacks and 20 damage. I, however, have 5% magical and physical resistance. Give it that stupid strawberry, or whatever it is. Now we got to chest. There's chest and then skeletons. Both of those things are ones that you want to get, because they get you stuff for free, basically free. And they're very good. They're very good things to have. I'm going to do that. And also you'll see these things kind of flashing if you need them. I don't think this one's got a fire element. I'm going to equip that. We haven't got to the levels yet where we kind of need that. Hey, look, I have a shield now. Cool. Jesus, I wonder if I can eat this one. Don't worry, you can eat all of them. At least as far as I know, to level 20 or something like that. Now I will show you my stats now. As you can see, I have gone down. I was at 1.9 and now 1.875. I have more resistance, more physical. As you eat these melon these little mushroom things, they're not poison, don't worry. We're not, as far as I know. They give you bonuses. The purple ones are the best because they increase your speed. So definitely want to eat the purple ones if you can. See, I'm gonna show you. See what it does. Attack delay minus. It's only milliseconds, so it goes to 1 point. So it basically only did a millisecond, so it's not a huge difference. And every time you die, you actually lose all of your things. You have to eat all your strawberries, all these things again. But all the equipment stays. So the best thing to do is, okay. I'm gonna put that up. up here. So the best thing to do, I haven't seen any warriors yet. Maybe I'll get some. Like you can see, this one's got melon, and it gives me 1%. Yes, they're actually good, but they're not necessarily, you know, required. One thing you always want to do is you do want to do that. If you have the ability to do it because it helps you later in the game. I have only getting past, I think, level 15. I think is the highest level I've gone through. But see, we're on level 4 right now. See, now I have on attack physical resistance. I have no clue if that means I better or not. So this isn't really important, so we'll put that here. We now have a level 2 shield. I'm hoping to get a better shield. So now if you're here, you see that we have all cleared. And we can actually do this, say a moment. I have to move back and do that again, but you can't do that at any level. Now the best thing to do actually for me is go ahead and do my skills right now. I don't know if you lose skill points because I never actually had the problem. Do that, and we'll go ahead and you can get a bonus goal every time you get a level, or you can get a 1 to 2 gold. I'm gonna go ahead and spend all my coins on this. Because if you do die, you lose all your gold, and that's something you kind of don't want to happen. Alright, let's see, like, for example, with here. Now this is kind of important. I'm not going to do this because I don't have a reason to, but what will happen is I can go to this on level 5 or 15, and then I can revert everything, which can be it for free. So any stolen items. So here, all these items here will not be taken away. But any items that I have currently, I can just revert them for free. That's good for, in the case I do need it. I can also steal items, but we'll get to that, I think like level 10. Oh cool, 3 gold. Now I'm gonna see my attack. There's an awful lot of gold. Okay, so I'm not gonna do this for too much longer. Believe it or if you can believe it or not, it actually is almost midnight for me. I'm not gonna tell you where I am, because that would be just inviting robbers to come and rob my house. And if you rob my house, you will die. No. I'm gonna want to do that. No. Don't come rob my house, please. It doesn't work that way. But you can see right now I have 38 physical resistance. And I have a speed of 1.82 seconds, which means I attack about twice every 4 seconds. Chests are really good, because you get to choose them. Now also pay attention to what you choose too. I'm choosing this one because I have a reason to do it. See, if I go right here, I get a +2, which is now actually much better than this. So I'm actually gonna, well, I don't know. Let me see what this one is. You see here, This is faster. This one actually says 100 speed faster, and it's actually much worse. I have pure attack. I think going into the next level, we'll actually talk about the different types of attack. Yep. Okay. So we're gonna have to talk about the different types of attack. I don't need to do that, but we'll do it anyways. So you can see this one's a lot different. Now, read the thing. It says, I'm not going to read the name because it doesn't really matter, but it says water normal. If I press the key 1, it goes to hard because it says that we have the same type. Go to 2. That must be a, I'm confused, hold on. So if you're on 1 and this 1, which is this, if it's a little water element for a water thing, there it is. If I go to 3, it is easy, which means it's easier for me to attack it. That doesn't mean necessarily that I will actually be able to defeat it. That's why you have to kind of pay attention. And there's actually a thing later in the series that I will do. That will talk about good things to actually have. Now if you see here, I'm gonna go put this right here. That can go this right. I put that in the wrong place. Eh well, that's okay. Let's see. Now, later levels will give you better items. So you have to think about what you're going to choose. What you choose. I'm going to choose my level 1 attached air element. This one. The reason why I'm doing that is because then I get this, and that will automatically do that if you happen to have that. The 2 things you always want to make sure you can, if you can improve it, is the sword and this, because that can help you out when fighting enemies. See, I'm going to make it easy for me. That doesn't mean you're going to beat it. I will say that right now. You may not beat it. You're not going to beat it, because no. Because I'll hunt you down. But to change it, it's easier for you. Now there is a point where you do not have to attack every enemy. Like right here. I technically do not need to attack this enemy, but I do want to attack this one. The reason why I want to attack this is because there is a skeleton, and these guys are really good. This is actually also maybe useful. I'm going to want to do that. Because he's a fire, I guess. So you can go in here, and if you click on him, it actually gives you a little clue. This is actually the only clue I found. I put this clue into the description. Air beats water, water beats fire, and fire beats. But you can figure that out by just being 1, 2, or 3, depending on what your you can't point, depending on what screen you have. This guy was thirsty for water, and he didn't get water. Now I can choose one of these. I will choose the one that gives me the best option. So I'm going to choose the fire element. I'm going to put this right here. Yeah, I didn't do it right. Revert it. Never mind, it won't matter. And then I can put this one and change to that. Adds a little boost. Also improves over time. So I do have currently an easy. It makes it. It's a little easier for me. Like for example, I can go make it easy for me by choosing water. I didn't have to attack that enemy, but I do get bonuses for doing that. I don't know what bonuses I get actually. I get a level up. I do level up faster. Now, again, I'm going to emphasize this. You do not, and I will repeat, do not need to do that, not have that, heal, because every time you go to another level, it heals you automatically. So it's kind of like this is kind of like your night. You're just like, I'm just going to sleep. Oh, I'm all healed up. That's basically what it is. I'm hoping that I get some better equipment than that. We can use this. I didn't think about what I was doing. Equipment there. This can go here. And this actually gives me a 3. So now I have 3. This thing is only 200 versus the 400 I have. So it'll be 4 milliseconds fast. 400 milliseconds faster, which is good. And you want to improve these if you can, honestly. I can't believe it. I love how these things I just do, like, I can't believe I got beaten by a human. I don't know what to call them. These are spirits. After some point, you do want to go in and heal. But again, I don't have to fight any of these guys. See, I don't have to. See, if you don't have to fight it, don't. You don't have to do it. I don't think there's any advantages by doing it. It will tell you at the end, like, you still have X. Yes, and this is just, it gives you clues every time. Rule 3, what happens if I combine 3 bottles of 1? You die. That's what happens. I don't know what happened to him, but he probably died. So this is another thing. I'm going to choose this one because I already have something for that. So boost up, I have no clue. As you can see, it doesn't compare what I have, but this and this thing I think go over the same place. Is that right? No, what am I doing? What are you doing? Totally want that one. Versus the other thing is attack 1, physical damage plus attack, 3 damage attack points, and magical attack damage. I'd much rather do that. I'm gonna skip everything because the one thing I don't like, one thing I don't really like about this game is that you have to click every time. You can't use the arrow keys. And I just did the bad option. Oh, you can actually run away. That's run away. Now, if there's any point, this is where you is. If there's any point you want to run away, I'm just going to immediately try to run away, because even though I don't need to. You can just click on it, and once the bar fills up, you can run away. One thing I would say is before you go to any level, do that. This helps you. I'm gonna do that. Then do this. There we go. Okay, and we can go to the next level, and you can see that I have 3 enemies left. I'm not gonna do them because I don't want to make this video too long, and it's already 30 minutes. So I believe we'll go ahead and stop there today. If you like this series, it's just gonna be called Night in the Colosseum. I'm going to do that because, you know, why not? Boost up my skills. Okay, one thing I will say, do not, whatever you do, move the element wall. That is the worst thing you can do in this game. I'm just going to tell you right now. Do it not. Because the element wall makes it a whole lot harder if you try to move it. I'm not going to do this. And going for this. And that is it, guys. I'm going to go ahead and stop here. No, we don't need to restart. And that is it. If you guys did enjoy this game, actually go ahead and I don't know why I did that. But anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video, where I play this game, and I will put this also in the link in the description of every one of my videos that this covers. This is going to be a completely new series. Yeah. Also, I do want to say, you will be able to comment on this video. You may have gone to a video that I have uploaded before, and it wasn't, you couldn't comment on it. You will be able to comment on these videos because I will take the element of that they are not made for kids. They are made for kids. Believe that. I will say, they are, okay, rephrase that. They are made for the possibility for kids to be able to comment on it. I want the kids to be able to comment on it. And I'm talking about people under the age of like 16. Alright. That is the end of this, of episode number 1 for the, what's it called? Night in the Colosseum. I will put these little hints, and I'll add hints as I go along every time I do an episode of this. So thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new, and don't forget to keep your game on.